Right.
I haven't had it.
It's over. I mean, is it relief? Is it happiness? What's the emotions right now?
You know, you set goals, and I've always believed in setting big goals, and not just little ones, but we had in mind that we could do something special this year, and the depth of the team, and my goal was to be under par for 2 days, and we were looking close, very, very close. But again, it's just fun. We've won state before, and this group is as deep and as fun to watch as any I've ever had. So I'm happy. I mean, I think the boys are happy. I guess that's all that matters.
Do we talk in terms of it being one of the greatest teams ever because it set the record? Or did it because it did it a different way? It was very much balanced, wasn't it? Versus having a...
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing about team golf, is that if you have 5 or 6 guys that all can contribute on any one day. I mean, we had the same thing. Creed today, his cousin shot 70 the first day when we won state one of the last times, and out of nowhere. So it's very unusual to have a 5 or a 6 slot that could come in there and be a top 10 guy. And
sure.
So if there's one thing I could say, is that this group is the deepest by far. And again, I was always surprised at the end of the day.
What you talked about the depth of this team. What's the personality of this team like? What makes them special?
Well, I've got 5 different guys, completely different guys, but they all, last year's experience at state, you learn a lot from any disappointment, right? And they learned a lot from last year to this year, and I'm just happy that they're just very mature kids, and they knew how to handle the pressure. Nothing really bothered them, and sometimes you have to give people permission to shoot low scores, and they didn't have to do it the first day. The second day, they played a little defense, but again, you have to be mature in order to be able to handle winning.
Yeah, the senior group. How have you seen their growth over the last couple of years, especially, like you mentioned, learning from last year's experience at the state tournament?
Every 6 months there's a life lesson that comes out of this, and as a coach, you try to do the thing that rewards good decisions, and in some ways correct bad decisions. And so we're not just out here trying to find the best team every day. We're trying to create the best people, and I feel pretty proud that all these kids are more mature today than were a year ago.
And quite a day. You even had to wait longer, 3-hole playoff to get your trophy. I mean, that was pretty much the only thing keep you from getting your hands on it.
What a perfect place. I'm so happy. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
It was great to be at Wild Rock, and then at Black Wolf. There's such great facilities, but there's nothing like this course. I mean, just the whole thing. Look, and you can see, I could sit here and watch my kids hit balls. I can watch the playoff from up here. You get to watch the kids come up. It's just spectacular. As a coach, it's the best place to have the state tournament.
And it's 3 in a row here, isn't it?
We have 4 state tournaments that are here.
Right, but you won
Yeah,
19, 18, and now here.
So I was happy we're back. Thank you, Steve Stricker.